Hi there. My name is Afton Porter. For those of you who don't know me, I am a fashion stylist and life coach, podcast hostess of Style Guide Society, and owner of the image consultancy Style Guide Society. And today we're going to talk about the 4 phases of style. These 4 phases is my process of helping women in midlife just redesign their personal style. This helps them really define their style and help them show up super powerfully in their life. And these 4 style phases are what we naturally go through when we are defining our style. And at Style Guide Society, I always say we are not finding our style. It's not out there somewhere out in the world that you're going to stumble across. It's something that you get to decide on. You design your style on purpose and with intention. And when you go through these 4 phases, these natural phases that we go through, some of them a little bit more natural than others, but when you try to skip over any of these phases, you will get stuck. It will get super frustrating, and it feels really hard. And you do not have to be born with it, ladies. It's the midlife style school. That's what's going to help you really overcome any of these style blocks that you might be having. And when you learn it in this order, um, through this process that I've created, it feels so effortless. It's not hard because you're ready for the next phase. And when we try to skip phases, just like if you try to learn algebra and you need to really get down your basic math, it's going to be really difficult when you go in there and you start looking at the algebra problems. It doesn't mean that you're not smart. It doesn't mean that you're not creative. It doesn't mean anything about you at all. It's just that you haven't been taught these different phases and had anyone walk you through them. And when you're able to do that, that's when things are going to start clicking and things are going to seem so much natural and fun. It's going to bring the fun back in there. Okay, but there's 3 things in the first phase that we need to look at before we even start dressing you. And one is self-love, how you view yourself with self-image and body image. These 3 things are very specific in what we look at. But if you don't love your body, and we don't have to be at love. So like if you don't recognize that maybe you thinking that you're overweight is holding you back from designing your style, or maybe you think that you're too old. These are all different kinds of blocks that keep us from taking the next step forward. Also, if we don't have a real solid self-image of how we view ourselves, sometimes what could happen is when we go to the next phase is that we're buying really expensive things because we're actually trying to cover or add value to ourselves. If we don't have a solid phase 1, then we also might be wearing super baggy clothes because we're kind of trying to hide and cover up who we are with our clothing. So we want to just make sure we have a super healthy relationship with ourselves, with our body, and with clothing before we add to that. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 are our style essentials. And this is when I'm talking about our natural coloring that's going on and what our best colors are that would look best on us. So it could be our hair color, our makeup colors that we're using, and the color of our clothes that we're wearing. Those are a huge thing that right away will make a big difference. The colors that we are wearing will either make us look healthy or it will make us look sickly, like pale, washed out. Did you know that depending on the colors that you're wearing will depend on how much your wrinkles will show or age spots. Like our colors can make us look so much younger or make us look so much older. So it's super important that we are paying attention to the colors, our own coloring, and the coloring that we are adding to our body. So those are style essentials. When effortless style just seems easy is when we get to stage 3. This is when we know what silhouettes look best on us. We've taken a look at our body. We're evaluating the areas that we want to create balance in. We call it the X factor at the Style Guide Society, where you are balanced at the top and the bottom. That's what's pleasing to our eyes. That's what we want to see visually. And so, what silhouettes do we need to wear that's going to create that X factor? Super important. And knowing your style superpower, that's going to help you show up powerfully. When you have a solid self image and you know what colors look good on you and you know what silhouettes look best on you, and you can put an outfit together right there, you're going to be walking just a little bit differently because of your confidence in yourself from those areas. Okay, you're not going to feel frumpy or fuddy-duddy. You're not going to feel like you don't have style. You're going to feel fabulous just there at stage 3. But in stage 4, that's when things get really exciting because you have the core basics of your style. When you get to the fourth phase, which is polished style, that's when you start aligning your um, goals with your wardrobe. You'll have your style personality really shining through by stage 4, and you are having fun and you know how to use color and prints and your accessories in a way that feels authentic to you, that is in a way that's going to help you show up for your life and your goals that you want. That's going to help you reach your goals. It's going to help you in your next level of success. So that's stage 4 when you have like polished style. So those are the 4 phases of style, and we are actually going through those. We're starting tomorrow. It's $21 and you get to ask your questions to me as we go through these to really define your midlife style and be able to ask me questions. We're going to go through each of these styles with you. And if you're there live, you can hop on live. You can send emails. You can contact me and get on have a style breakthrough call, and to help you really dive in and feel like you have a great grasp on your personal style. So come join me. We start Tuesday, January 31st in the morning. It's 3 days. We go until February 2nd, and there are replays. When you get in there, like if you aren't going to be able to be there live, if let's say you work during the time that we have the workshop, there's a membership site that you get to watch these videos anytime through the whole year of 2023. This is designed to help you really reach your next level of success for this year. We're calling this a little bit of a midlife makeover, where you're really going to take a look at, is there anything visually that you want to elevate? How are you portraying yourself to the world? What we wear is how you want the rest of the world to see you and to view you and to think about you. You have that power with your clothes. It's amazing that you get to do it, be able to do that. And you get to portray yourself to the world. And you're also letting us know what you think of you by the way that you're showing up visually. And that internal component of phase 1 is super powerful because when our self-image is not, where we really want it to be, it holds us women back. The choices that we make based on how we view ourselves is every decision, whether or not you're going to apply for a job, whether or not you're going to offer your services to someone, whether or not you're going to want to reach out to someone that you want to be friends with, or, just how you view your everyday. And so that's why it's been so important to me about our self-image and how we view ourselves, which is why I'm getting certified with a new certification through the life coach school, which I absolutely love. And inside the Design Your Style Midlife Style workshop, you will have the opportunity to be coached. Um, if there is anything that is holding you back from really wanting to elevate how you dress and how you are showing up in your life, it it comes down to the thoughts that you're thinking about you. Almost every single, I can't think of a time that it doesn't, right? So it's the thoughts that we're thinking, and if we go down deep enough, it has a thought that you're thinking about you, and it's creating a feeling from that thought, whether you feel excited or sad or frustrated or discouraged or elated or proud or confident or committed, persistent, like all these different feelings that we have. And that will cause us to take action based on those. Our feelings drive our actions. Anytime we want to do something, it's because we feel the need to do it, whether it's biological, we're hungry, it's time to eat, or it's we're feeling anxious about something. And so we're going to take action that way, or, we think we need to do something, then we get, have a feeling and we decide to take action. So every decision that we make is based on action or is based on a feeling that's driving that. And so it's all, and our feelings come from our thoughts, right? So we have a thought, it causes us to feel a certain way, that causes us to take certain action. And that's what's giving us our results in our life. And when you mix that with your style superpower, that's like where the magic comes in. That's where the combustion, I call it magic. It's not, it feels like science, where you have your positive self-image and then you have your style superpower. When those come together, that is truly when you are showing up in your best version of yourself. For whatever reason, however it is that you spend your days, when you show up as your best version of yourself, you're just going to create a different life experience for you. And what was I going to say about that? There was something important I wanted to mention. But um so those are key areas, right? When you put those two together. And so I could not leave this workshop without talking about that and addressing that and teaching. We're going to go in a little deep in how that actually looks in our life during the workshop. And The fastest way to change our self-image about ourselves is to physically put something new on, put something different on. It's the fastest way that we could do it. And so those two together just are just a beautiful way. So that's your 4 phases of style. I'm just going to review that really quick. Number 1 is the foundation, which is your self-image, your body image, and self-love. Phase 2 are your style essentials, which is what naturally makes up how you look and what colors are going to allow you to shine. So that's phase 2. Phase 3 is finding the clothing styles or silhouettes that are going to create a beautiful balance um, visually with the eye, and that you're going to feel confident in. You're not having to worry about sucking in your stomach or anything about your body. You're going to be super comfortable and confident, because we know when we're worried about, you know, something, then that's taking up brain space and it's slowing us down. And then the 4th level, polished style, is when you really are having fun with color and prints and designing down your final touches of your style and really expressing that in a way that feels authentic and beautiful to you. So, the link to join us is here. I can actually add it right here. At the bottom of your screen, you can go to www.styleguidesociety.com/style. It's only $21, you guys. This is a smoking deal, and it's super important for everybody who goes through the midlife style school, who are getting this for free. It just is coming with your program to really to get this solid foundation as before, as you're going through the midlife style school. So current members will be joining us, and I've decided to invite you to this as well. So I'd love to have you there. Come join us. Party starts tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right. Bye-bye.